This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Podcast. These are 18 stories that we're following today. We'll try and work through these very quickly. If you listen all the way through, and I'll give you a word at the end of the thing to make sure you did so, and you send me a text at 773-766-5322, and you're the first to do so and haven't done so for a couple months, we'll send you a $100 Amazon gift certificate. So thank you for listening. First, the markets point down this morning after a massive uptick this past week. This is based on futures dip as rate cut hopes wane. The concept that we're going to stop raising rates, but not yet reducing rates, is taking a little bit of the air out of the balloon of the markets uptaking, but in the overall, very good. Second, WeWork, which was once the most valuable U.S. startup, has filed for bankruptcy. Great book on WeWork and Adam Neumann called The Epic Rise and Fall of Adam Neumann and WeWork, Billion Dollar Loser by Reeves Weidman. Brilliant book. Third, Sam Bankman-Fried was found guilty for defrauding crypto exchange customers. He faces a potential life sentence. Again, another fascinating book, Going Infinite, The Rise and Fall of a New Tycoon by Michael Lewis. Fourth, the Becker Private Equity Podcast was ranked #1 in Apple Business News for a great deal of this week. Thrilled with that. Fifth, I'll go through this very quickly. 12 of the most listened to guests on the Becker Private Equity Podcast, and I'll do this quickly, I promise. Rick Kess of RSM, the accounting consulting firm. Matt Wolf, #2 of RSM, the accounting consulting firm. Nicholas Scholl of the Gator Student Investment Fund, referred by David Scholl. Dan Michelson, author of Holy Shift. Julie Yu, brilliant partner, general partner at Andreessen Horowitz. David Pivnik, brilliant litigator at McGuire Woods. Elizabeth Hudson, brilliant consultant, engineer, marketer, and founder of EGH. Dale Miller, great business coach. Amber Walsh, brilliant partner at McGuire Woods, followed by Holly Buckley, the chair of the healthcare department and also brilliant at McGuire Woods, graduated in high school at 16 years old. 11th is Justin Norden, doctor, MBA, everything, partner at GSI Ventures. And finally, 12th is Robbie Allen, CEO, is a new gig as CEO, just a great leader. So that's the fifth story we're finding today. Sixth, Netflix is now nearly 50% year to date. When people thought Netflix was down and out, they've rebounded greatly this year. Seventh, Paramount not doing so well. It dropped 8% yesterday. It's down 25% year to date. Next, Walt Disney Company down 3% year to date. It does seem like Ron DeSantis, on a side note, made a horrendous move by deciding to amp up his tiff with Disney. This isn't pro or con Disney, but this seemed to hurt his election chances. It seemed to be sort of a center-smart Republican and then sort of screwed it up with the stupid tiff he had at Disney. The ninth story following today, United Health Group, now slightly up for the year. It's greatly outperformed its sector, meaning CVS, Elevance, Cigna, all in the payer world and top 20 in revenues in the U.S. 10th, Lululemon up about 28% year to date after doubling the S&P's gains. 11th, a lesson for all of us. Italy has a massive debt problem. Its stock market is getting crushed as people worry about its massive debt. Debt is a disaster. It kills nations, families, and companies, as we say often. 12th story in Business Insider. The stock market's latest rally is about to fizzle amid a barrage of concerns, JP Morgan says. 13th, oil is back below $80 a barrel. U.S. better return to stockpiling oil soon. What a stupid move to use up our oil stockpiles. 14th, today's story is that the apocalypse is about us. Interest on the national debt will now hit $1 trillion a year on our $33 trillion of debt. I'm surprised it's that low. But you have to remember the country only spends about $6 trillion a year. So we're now spending 16.6% or more of our national expenditures on debt. This is a disaster. What a debacle. Listen to Rich Men North of Richmond, my favorite song of the year. 15th, Bitcoin has jumped 68% over the last year. That's good news for Bitcoin investors. Of course, I sold my Bitcoin early, so I'm an idiot. 16th, cannabis stocks are down 25% year to date. 17th, thrilled to have President Bush and Laura Bush speak at our Becker's Healthcare CEO Roundtable, November 13th to 16th. That event is sold out. If you're looking for options for next year, talk to Jessica Cole, CEO and President of Becker's Healthcare, about the CEO Roundtable or the annual meeting. Finally, 18th, great to have a great month of downloads at Becker's Healthcare. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast.